What kind of story can you find down a long country driveway in Azle?
I want people to hear what I went through.
The story that's partly written.
He was harassing people around me. He was stalking me.
On Haley Newton's face.
After that, it got really, really bad.
Everyone takes her goddamn side.
A brutally bad story that goes back 5 years. Denver, Colorado, New Year's Day.
I can't take this.
A man in her life named Joe Munson.
I don't know what to do anymore.
And a police report more than 200 pages long.
I would say the last 3 months leading up to the big incident was really, really messy.
The two had a child together, but Newton says Munson's abuse led to jail and treatment and 2 different restraining orders.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to post these videos. I don't know what else to do.
And on social media, Munson began to air his frustration.
How did I fall in love with someone who could hurt me so bad, who could take my child?
After he went to the facility, we also had an incident where he ended up giving me a black eye and I was holding the baby. And after that, that was when I was like, no, we're not doing this.
So there would be more court orders and a GPS ankle monitor that on that day in 2020, police called to say had been tampered with.
She's being so evil!
And they didn't know where Joe Munson might be. Haley's dad was at the house with her, visiting that day.
So I picked up the phone, tried calling, he didn't answer. I put my phone down and he came barging through the door with a gun pointed at my dad holding Liam.
The picture is taken later by Denver police and by Joe Munson himself during the attack. Tell the rest of the story.
I mean, you must have thought he was there to kill you.
Yeah, absolutely.
An attack that lasted 6 hours.
Joe used a hammer and he was smashing me in the back with a hammer. So I ended up breaking some vertebrae. I broke all of my ribs on the left. He had a box cutter, he'd cut me, or he'd take the hammer and hammered my feet. And Joe had brought zip ties, so he held a gun to my head and had me zip tie my dad. I probably got punched in the face like 20 times. It was like torture. Like, asked me a question and there's no right answer because my answer he didn't like. He punches you in the face.
My name is Haley Kreinsack and this is my story.
In the first days after the attack, she agreed to this interview with Denver police and explained this photo, one she says her attacker paused to take himself.
I remember him taking a picture of me and sending it to one of my friends. And he said, "What do you think of her now?" I think he just wanted to show how ugly I looked in the moment.
The Denver police report says Munson menaced one of the officers while using a child as a human shield, then barricaded himself inside the house.
Who would have known that this was going to be the end?
Then one more social media post during a pause in the attack while still holding his son.
I love you so, so, so much.
Munson eventually agreed to let Haley's dad leave and take the baby with him.
And then he heard the SWAT team upstairs. And he took his gun and put it to his head.
You'd think it was some awful thing he would say at the end, but he ended up telling me I was going to be a really good mom and that I was going to make someone really happy one day. Those were his last words to me.
And then he killed himself.
And then he killed himself.
Wow.
Yeah.
So these 5 years later, the question, why is Haley willing to talk about this now?
Let me hold.
For the very first time.
You came to Texas for more than one reason, but what are you guys hoping to find?
Peace, definitely.
Peace, yeah, for sure.
Peace with a new life and a husband named Kyle.
Are there any black ones?
Yeah.
They met over their love of horses, married, are raising a blended family,
I knew this is what you would do.
and now have a son of their own.
It was just very phenomenal to see someone who has been through what she's been through, as resilient as she really is, and that was very attractive to me for sure. Having someone like that by your side is something that you can only dream of.
So you'd say this is working out okay?
I think so.
I think so too.
I think so.
So down that long country driveway in Azle, a new story, a new life is starting.
Go do the things that make you happy.
Good boy.
And a domestic violence survivor opening up about a dark and painful past
Good boy.
wants you to know
Life is short.
your story
Be with someone that is healthy for you.
can start over too
Give me kisses.
in Parker County.
I can get her to smile sometimes too.
I'm Kevin Reece.